This window is a good example of some of the problems we encountered. At the top, the window doesn't close all the way because the rope attaching the counterweights is too long, so the counterweights bottom out before the window is fully closed. That, in addition with the bulb weather stripping at the top of the upper sash and the bottom of the lower sash, results in the locking rail not meeting properly. What you can see here is the lower edge of the outside. That's the upper sash, and that should be up here. Looking at that same area from above, you can see how there's a gap, and this is what we call an open window. Air is rushing through here, and then there's the final issue where the parting beads were replaced, but they didn't use the right dimensions and a gap is left. You can stick your finger outside, so another place where cold air is coming in. Another demonstration of the parting bead not being the right size. You take a screwdriver and stick it all the way to the outside. And then this damage right here, that should have been repaired. Because even when you close the window, it won't meet properly. This is the top of the window. You can see how you can stick the screwdriver to the outside. Okay, so this is the same window. I can remove the lower sash. I brought the upper sash down, and it turns out that the sash cord is actually totally missing, so it's broken. If I'm correct, these windows were quote-unquote restored about 6 years ago. In addition, when they dismantled the window, it had interlocking weather stripping. The person taking it apart did not know how to take that apart properly. They used brute force, which is evident right here. You can see that this is the wood from here on up. Right here, it's just missing this whole section. There should be wood here. You should not be able to see the rope. So I've removed the upper sash. I've put some plastic over the opening. I've removed the pocket cover, and that now exposes the counterweights. And it's actually even worse. Here's the rope that was attached to the upper sash. And one of the things they did during that previous restoration is they attached the ropes to the side of the sash with a big screw. And those screws often went right through all the fibers, or half of the fibers of the sash cord, weakening it, and so they tend to break. Which is one reason why I'm replacing all the ropes, even if they're not broken. So here we have that upper sash. Let's take a look on the side where the cord was broken. And we can clearly see how they put the knot in a knot hole. That's appropriate, but then they put screws through one and the second one, and this is the one that chewed up about half of the fibers of the sash cord. And so even though they put in a brand new sash cord, they immediately undid all their work by driving that screw through it. And because there were only half the fibers supporting the weight of the sash, which is about 35 pounds, the rope snapped. You don't have to drive big screws through here. If you're afraid that the rope will get pulled out of the, or the knot gets pulled out of the knot hole, you can drive a small nail through the rope that pushes the fiber aside and then holds the rope in place, rather than a big screw that chews right through all the fibers. So here's a meeting reel the way it's supposed to look. The lock engages properly, opens and closes. The outside is up and flush with the bottom of the inside rail. This is flush. I've also put in a larger parting bead that does not allow to stick anything to the outside. It is as tight as it's going to get.